Hi everybody, Jason here. Welcome back to Being a Being. Today I'm going to do something different and outside my comfort zone. I like to experiment and try different things, see what people like, and also work on improving my own skill set. So one of the things I really need to work on is my conversation ability, especially in different social settings. So what I'm doing is I've pulled up a website I found that just generates random topics for discussion. I'm going to generate just a couple topics. I'm not in any way prepared for these. I didn't go through them and study them or anything. I just will. I'm going to first do it as me asking the question and then responding to the question, just so I can practice being in the setting, able to ask the question and also being able to answer the question, because being able to respond to random questions is a good skill to have in a social networking situation. So definitely improve that being skill set. So I have a website here. I don't know if you can read it very well in the video, but what I will do is I'll put a link in the description to it. I just did a quick Google search for random conversations, and it just found this one on conversationstarters.com/generator, and it's just literally a random conversation generator. So I'm not in any way affiliated with them. They're not promoting me to promote them or anything like that. It's just something I found. Just want to give credit where it's due, and just go through a few of these. And I recommend you use a site like this if you do want to practice your conversation skills, and just learn different questions you can ask in settings and things like that. So let's just generate a topic. What are my hobbies? What are your hobbies? So it's a good question to ask somebody. And now I'll answer like somebody asked me, what are my hobbies? So I actually have quite a few hobbies. I mean, obviously, working on my Being a Being channel, that's a hobby I have right now that I'm hoping to eventually make work. But I do love it. I'm passionate about it. I enjoy writing poetry. I haven't done a whole lot of writing lately. Something I do want to get back into, but it was what I did my thesis on in college. I was an English major and with a concentration in creative writing. So love writing poetry. I like playing pool a lot. I've been doing that for almost 20 years, maybe even a little longer now. I think I'm getting old. Yeah, so I do try to play in a lot of local tournaments. I play in league twice a week. It's called the TAP League. It's a great league for all skill levels. I highly recommend it if you are into pool. See if there's a TAP League in your area. If not, find other leagues. It's a good way to get out, make friends, and have fun doing something you enjoy for a relatively low cost. I also like writing. I also like playing poker. I used to play a lot online before the FBI blacklisted all these sites and everything. That I was doing that semi-professionally, using it to pay the occasional bill, pick up the occasional furnishing for my house, and I still do play games with my friends from time to time. It's just it's not on the front of my list for things to do right now. And then other than that, I just like spending time with my family and watching my mini me take part in his various activities outside of school. And that's about it for me. Let's see, let's generate another one here. We'll do a couple. What do I like to do on a rainy day? Well, that's kind of related to the hobbies thing. Another thing I like to do, I like to make these videos. I like to I do like to game also. I didn't mention that in the hobby, so I'm glad that this came back up. I love playing video games. And one of my new favorite things to do is we got our son a Nintendo Switch, and we are working on Super Mario Odyssey together. Like, he'll do what he can in it, and then when he gets stuck, he asks me for help. I love it. It's really fun, and that's something we'll do on a rainy day. Or, we'll build blocks and do Legos and that kind of thing. And sometimes I just like to sit and listen to the rain if I have the time, because it can be very soothing. So it's a good question. Let's see. What is the longest amount of time you've slept for? That would be a cool question to ask somebody because it's so random. It's a great question. I would say one time in college I took way more NyQuil than I was supposed to, and I actually slept through an entire day. Like, I went to bed at, I don't even know, it was like 8 or 9 o'clock the night before, and I didn't wake up until the morning after that day's morning. So, probably not healthy, and probably maybe could have hurt me, but somehow I slept through it and went on. So that was probably close to 30 hours, and yeah, scary, but it happened. Other than that, in general, the longest average amount of time I've slept for on the scale of long, because that was an exception, was probably 13, 14 hours would be the general longest time I ever sleep for. But normally I only get like 6 or 7 hours of sleep. But yeah, that one time in college, not my best decision, but hey, we're human, we're beings, and we learn from it. So, all right, let's do one more. This is fun. Okay. So if I was to ask somebody at a social setting, as a child, what did you want to be when you grew up? That's a good one. I've heard that one before, and I've actually been asked that. I don't know if I've ever asked anybody that before, and I'm sure I have, but I am very hyperactive in my mind, so I had a lot of different ideas. Went through phases. Depending on what you define as a child. The earliest thing I can remember wanting to be was a marine biologist. And then I wanted to be an architect. And then I wanted to be a computer programmer. And then I wanted to be a teacher. And then I wanted to be a writer. And then I wanted to be a CEO. And you know what? Honestly, I still haven't figured it out. I just want to be a being who goes through life and has a good time. So, yeah, this is fun. I like doing this. I'm probably going to do more of this. And then, ironically enough, I see down below funny would you rather questions. I think I might venture into that realm too. Because I'm morbidly intrigued by randomness. So, all right, well, that's it. Let me know if you have any great conversation starters, or you want to answer the questions I answered. That'd be cool. And I'll definitely do more of this. This is fun. I think I'm going to keep doing this. So, all right, that's it for now. Keep being awesome beings. As always, thanks for watching. If you like what you've seen, please click like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share with your friends. Thanks for being awesome beings.